morning. I'll take y'all through the little process of how I get everybody going in the morning. The bullies. Sirius sleep in the laundry room, so we'll go ahead and let him out. Hey, so I know everybody has a different kennel setup. You know what I mean? Everybody has their dogs different setups, but the way I got mine set up is you know, Sirius Jones, he usually sleeps in the house. He really spoiled. Fortunately, we can't have all our dogs sleep in the house. We only have 2 bullies. We have a Mastiff as a pet that we had way before we decided to start the bully kennel. He's about 4 years old. Man, we love him too. He's actually our guard dog. So, you know, since our bullies are still pups, you know, there is people out there that will try to steal your dogs. But he's our security guard. As you can see him right behind me, he's a big, intimidating dog. So we have him out here patrolling, you know what I mean, and taking care of the little ones. Miss Hollywood's over here in her kennel. They both got access to going in and out with heat and, you know, fans and stuff if needed. But I'm gonna show y'all real quick how I wake up in the morning, clean up after them, and just get the day started. Usually I just start by scooping up all the dog poop. Then I come through. The way we got it set up is there's a drain here, and we could just spray out all the kennels, let the water flow out, and then after that I usually feed them, let them run around. I usually let them out while I clean up so they can get some free time in the morning. And you know, usually we try to get our dogs 1 to 2 walks a day for about a mile. We take them for about a mile walk, and if possible, we take them out here in the desert and just let them run around and just get stimulated, man. Because you don't want your dogs cooped up in the kennels. Although I do have big kennels, I got these are 15 by 10 kennels. Since I do have XLs, I did want bigger kennels so that they have more space to run, and I do have some area for them to run around in. You know, like I said, we keep our dogs in the best possible place that we can. You know, I know everybody, you know, has a different setup. You do what you can afford. I'm gonna show y'all real quick how I get started and clean up the dog poop, the dog kennels, keep them clean. You want to keep your dogs in a clean place. So let's get started. So I just sprayed out the kennels, picked up all the dog poop. I usually just let them continue to run around for a little bit till the kennels dry up. Major usually just goes over there and lays down. He's a big lazy guy, but he is a great guard dog. Mastiffs are good dogs if you ever think about getting one. He's not like a registered Mastiff or anything. I picked him up from a friend of mine who breeds Mastiffs. But, you know, like I said, he's 4 years old. Great dog, great loyal dog, great guard dog. So then after that, I usually feed them. Right now, we feed them the Victor kibble. Fill up their bowls with the kibble. I'm trying to let them eat as much as they want. That way, they can, you know, continue to grow. I mean, I don't overfeed them, but, you know, I let them pretty much pig out as much as they want. Right now, we also use a little bit of dine in their food. I mean, it's up to you. Some people like to use dine, some people use other stuff, some people feeding their dogs raw. Everybody has their own preference. That's why I'm making these videos. So you know, I could just show you what I'm doing. I know everybody has their own way of doing things, which is cool, and I'm a fan of that, and I want to learn from everybody. So, you know, if you guys want to comment or let me know how you're doing things, all that's appreciated. I don't know everything. Like I said before, I've bred pit bulls in the past, but you know, this gonna be my first bullies that I'm breeding, and I don't know everything, so we're gonna learn as we go and see what happens. But that's how I start the day off, cleaning up the kennels. You always want to make sure your dogs are staying clean. You don't want messy kennels. I know it's hard. Sometimes people have their kennels on dirt and stuff like that, and that can be difficult. But you know, you could still keep the kennel clean, free of the dog poop and stuff like that, because you don't really want them to be running around in that all day. We like to keep our dogs clean, smelling good, looking good. So that's usually what I do. This is what the kennel setup looks like. We try to keep everything clean. They got shade, they got a dog house, they got entry to inside the shed, which their crates are inside the shed. Both sides. Holly pulled out her blanket today, but you know, this the setup. We keep our kennels locked. The kennels are bolted to the ground, and that's how we do it. We keep them locked. We keep the dog patrolling. We got cameras set up. I suggest you get a security camera set up, because there is people out here, unfortunately, that will steal your dogs. So we got security cameras, motion sensors, all that kind of stuff. Keep our kennels locked. One of the biggest things too is containment. Like when your dogs go into heat, and I talked to a breeder with a good interview, and he talked about that, is with containment, because when your female goes into heat, you know, your males are gonna try to get her. So you wanna be able to make sure that your dogs are contained and not where the male can get to her before you want to do the breeding. You know what I mean? So in the past, I bred pit bulls. I didn't have the right setup. I went to go eat dinner, came back, and my dogs were stuck. I felt bad because my female, that was her first heat, but I was young in the game. I didn't know anything about that, and I just was learning as I was going. The litter ended up coming out good and all that, but you know, still you want to do things the right way. And I appreciate y'all watching, and that's how I get started in the morning. Big Time Bullies. Peace.